I literally said to my friend, I was like, you know what? Is he maybe homeless and like got on this show just to have a place to stay and food to eat?
Homeless. He just likes to eat. He got the get money good. He just likes to have some food.
He was eating like this was gonna be. His energy is that he was eating like that would have been his last few meals. Was Diamond, and she seemed very, very, very messy. Was she that messy or was it editing?
You think I like older women?
I think you like older women, and I think you like dominant women, and I'm trying to understand why. Okay, marry, fuck, kill, Millie, Jodie, Shay.
Marry, fuck, kill, Millie, Jodie, Shay?
Yes.
Ooh, you ain't gonna like my answers.
Are y'all still together? Cause you're giving me protective vibes. Is she there with you?
No.
Is she holding a gun to your head right now? We just can't see it. Like people questioning your sexuality. Like, are you straight? Like, do you just like women, or is there anything?
You are now tuning to
That's Scary with Meloney P podcast. I'm your girl, Meloney P, and we are here for a very, 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 very special episode, y'all. We have Aaron from the Never Ever Mets on the show. Aaron, how are you feeling?
Man, a lot better than I was feeling when you checked on me earlier this week.
Ooh, you were struggling.
I was. It was a week, but
you're a very busy guy.
You've no idea, but I forgot I cooked before I left out of town, and I just had like some chicken Alfredo right before hopping on.
Oh my God.
And now I'm eating some of my son's snacks.
And now you have the itis. So listen, don't be falling asleep during the show if you got the itis. Listen, it's so funny. I'm thinking of the itis, and then for some horrible correlation, I'm thinking about the black jobs that Trump was talking about. Did you see that?
I've seen it on social media. Beyond that, though, I didn't know what was going on.
Oh my God! So basically, in the debate last night, Trump kept referencing like the Mexicans are coming to take the black jobs, and he kept saying black jobs. And so now today, everybody's like, "What is a black job? Like, what is a black job?" I don't know why. I'm thinking about the itis and black jobs. Horrible, horrible, horrible. That's horrible. That is so horrible. I guess you didn't see the debate, but
I didn't. When I was speaking to a couple of my friends who I speak to like intellectual subjects on. Yeah. I said that a little juxtaposed, and they were kind of catching me up on what I missed. And I was just like, what the fuck?
I am not into politics. Yeah. Oh my God. Like I am not into politics. And I'm going to tell you what happened last night. Last night I said, you know what? I'm going to watch this debate. I sat there, and as soon as Biden came out, and he seemed like he was just a robot, his eyes weren't blinking. He was like barely moving his arm. He was stuttering. I lasted for about 10 minutes and I couldn't watch it. It made me so sad. It made me so sad. Like I was about to cry. I said, you know what? Y'all can have it because this is making me too emotional. I cannot watch this man like that. It made me sad. Ugh.
Y'all really making me want to look into Sherman from Third Party and see what's up.
Oh my God! Listen, I don't know who you're voting for. Keep it to yourself, child. Because I don't want anybody to cancel you. But listen, that debate, it didn't really change my stance. It just made me feel worried more. But at the end of the day, if something happens to Biden, then we'll have a black president. But anyway. We are going to start the show first with a mental health check-in and then with a quick little game. So, we start every episode with a mental health check-in. You kind of gave us a little bit of that insight, but how are you feeling mentally?
Mentally? Mm-hmm. Refreshed, really.
Ooh.
Because honestly, the past damn near week has been so fucking crazy that shit slowing down today has honestly been like a breath of fresh air, which is crazy because I was in the office and I'm over here doing corporate shit, but it's like,
Did you wear that today in the office?
You said what?
Did you wear that in the office today?
Oh, I absolutely wore this in the office today.
Nice. I love it. Oh my God. All right. So my mental health check-in, I'm doing really good. Period, hard stop. So let's get into this game because I'm interested to see your answers, right? So I'm gonna ask you some random questions and I'm gonna do a quick speed round. Are you ready?
I bet.
All right. If you could choose another cast member to match with, who would it be? And you have to answer each question I ask you. You cannot pass.
Can't pass?
Nah.
One?
No.
Ooh, all right. Sienna.
What? Wait, not Sandia, but Sienna?
You thought I would pick Sandia?
Wait, Sienna is the one that got kicked off.
She was the second woman to leave. Yeah.
Wait, time out. Did you hear my question? Did you understand my question?
I heard you. Who else would I pick?
Let me ask you again. Let me ask you again to make sure you heard me clear. Okay, this is an interesting start. If you could choose another cast member to match with, who would it be?
Man, I'm telling you, I sat back and I thought about it for a second just now. Sienna is the answer I have.
Why?
Why? Because that body be bodying. Whew.
So you would take abuse, mental and physical abuse for somebody's body?
I don't know that she would be able to mentally abuse me. Now, what I can say is while people saw both me and Brandon's negative sides of our relationships, what I can also say is Sienna's version of what people did not care for is something I've experienced before and am equipped to handle. Because my baby mama is also from New York, so it's not shit to me. She would have been. I think that our chemistry or our dynamic probably would have been a bit different than mine and Jodie's and mine and Brandon's. But it was
like
kind of
better.
Want to emphasize though, better. I just said different. I didn't say better.
Different. That you threw me for a whole wrench. I would never have thought you were going to say that.
Is a sister for real. Like she's a beautiful black woman, but yeah, I don't see her that way.
Lord Jesus, I guess you have like a fetish for pain. All right, who was your favorite couple? Who was your favorite couple in the house?
Favorite couple was Chris and Sandia, but second was Greg and Millie. Like they was.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
Greg and Millie was cute as fuck, and then from watching in the house, you know what I'm saying? Every time I see Chris and Sandy, it's like, oh, they so cute, and then they go from speaking in English to Creole like it ain't shit. And they speak
I didn't hear them speaking Creole in the show.
They never show it on camera, so I probably was not supposed to disclose that, but yeah.
Oh. Exclusive. Okay. All right. So who got on your nerves the most in the house?
Who got on my nerves the most? All right, so Aaron was kind of irritating.
He was always eating.
He's first.
Wait, no, that's Josh. Aaron, your dad. You're in the house dead?
I don't have no dad.
You're in the house dead.
Hell no.
Okay.
My in the house instigator.
He was, listen, we're going to get to that because he got on my nerves. I don't understand why his nails were always painted on like every episode. So he was so strange. Okay. Marry, fuck, kill. Millie, Jodie, Shay.
Marry, fuck, kill. Millie, Jodie, Shay?
Yes.
Ooh, you ain't gonna like my answers.
Don't think about it. Just give it to me.
Fuck Millie, marry, Jodie, kill, Shay. I love you, Shay.
That I would agree. Marry, fuck, kill, Jodie, Sienna, Sandia.
Marry Sandia.
Okay.
Fuck Jodie, kill Sienna.
Jesus, I don't feel like I don't know you anymore. Listen,
Jodie's a sexologist. What?
Yeah, but she wasn't really giving sexologist on this show. But we'll get to that. Who was the most toxic couple?
Most toxic couple?
Yeah.
I mean this with no shade when I say it. I gotta go with Neek and Lex.
Really?
How that shit ended the way that shit ended.
Oh, that was horrible. I forgot. She got on my, I know, I'm not a man, but she got on my nerves, like with those big boobs, like in like everywhere. I'm like that. Why was she dressed so just, she got on my nerves.
Boobs got on your nerves?
Yes.
Okay, it had the opposite effect on me. I was absolutely trying my hardest not to stare.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it would have made it so awkward. Like it was just so weird that she was walking around like every scene, her like shirt got lower and lower as I have like a low shirt on. Oh, God. Listen, hypocrite. All right.
I wish.
Okay, listen. We're gonna do a speed round and then we're gonna get into the questions. Are you ready?
All right.
I'm gonna say a cast member's name. Give me the very first word that pops into your mind. Don't think. Just give me the first word that pops into your mind. You ready? All
right. I'm trying to be fast.
Jodie.
Fine.
Millie.
Funny.
Brandon.
Hilarious.
Sienna.
Fun.
Greg.
Wordy.
Wait, Sienna fun?
Sienna,
fun?
me and Sienna were the giggle factory off camera. We was laughing about hella shit in here.
Sorry, I mean Sienna keep throwing me off with these. You're putting her in like context that I never would think.
Because y'all only see what they show. I promise you, these people are not. Well, some of them are. Most of these people are not only what you see on camera.
Okay. Greg.
Wordy.
Josh.
I got too many words.
Oh my God. Hungry. Liar.
Hungry for sure.
Is that your word, hungry?
Hungry is the word.
Okay, cool. Aaron, you're inside dad.
Is a word?
Okay, UGH, I got it. Diamond.
Diamond. Cook.
So applicable. Okay. Sandia.
Dance.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, you win. You win. I'll give you a 95 because those Sienna answers are really throwing me for a loop, right?
What?
All
That's
right.
my dog.
Listen, like I liked her, but she seems so. I don't like a aggressive, argumentative person, woman, man, anybody. She seemed very argumentative on the show, and I don't like that.
I can understand the sentiment of not liking someone who's argumentative.
Yeah.
I only don't like people who are argumentative if they can't be de-escalated. Because I almost fought a guy like the other day for some shit like that.
Right. Ugh. I cannot stand that. I am a big advocate of online dating. I always talk about it on the show. I'm very much pro online dating. Was this really real? Like keep it a buck with me, right? Because this is Meloney P After Dark at this point. So was this real? Like, was there anything about this show that was fake or exaggerated? Or did y'all truly, you and Jodie date for 9 months, got picked to be on the show, y'all never met? Was that real? Was that true? Or was it exaggerated?
I don't like the way it was portrayed or described. Because on the show, you hear Taronda say, oh yeah, they've been in relationships online this whole time. Now they finally meet in person. And so like the word relationship kind of strong.
Yeah.
It's more like, ooh shit, who this girl? Ooh, I like that picture. Slid in her DM. Now we chopping it up back and forth. It's definitely some flirting here and there. It's definitely some damn.
That makes sense.
Pick up, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She was saying, ooh, we should do a photo shoot together, which ended up being the second date.
Right.
You know, we had a lot of talks. We wanted to meet up. We were flirting, but relationship is such a strong word.
That makes me feel more comfortable because I'm like, no shade, but that's typically somebody white who gonna like date somebody, like be in a full blown like relationship.
I could never do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, this don't seem like this ain't giving Black History Month. Like it's not giving that, but that makes sense. Like I feel like 2024, like social media age, I totally get that. Okay, cool. So is this your first reality TV show?
Yes and no. Technically.
What does that mean?
It's the only one I've been on TV for. I should say that because I got picked for another one, but then life happened.
Wait, what was it? What was that called?
What was it called?
Yeah.
Well, I won't say pick. I'll say I got the contract for it. I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah.
But I did get contacted by Rhythm and Flow, and so I was real hype about that.
Rhythm and Flow, what's that?
Rhythm and Flow is it's a show for rappers. It's like Rap American Idol thing. Like you freestyle, you rap battle, you get to perform, you get to make your own music. Like it was my dream for real. So when shit went left and I wasn't able to do it, that's probably the only time as an adult I've cried. That shit hurt.
Oh my God, makes me sad. Oh. Jodie, right? So I kind of told you before we started recording my first impression of her. I did not like her. I thought, and I'm sorry because I like if you know me, you don't, but I love everybody. I try to find the good in everybody, and
that's me too.
Oh my God, like I couldn't find no good. Like and literally. I watched the show again today, like the whole season today, just to prepare, and I like her. I dislike her even more from watching it again. So, like, tell me, like, how was it meeting her for the first time officially, and like, what were like some of the biggest, I guess, differences that you kind of experienced with her in person versus just back and forth DMs and stuff?
Fake, I'm low key still taken aback that you just said you watched the whole season again today.
Yeah, listen. I come prepared.
Shorty said she was ready. To answer your question. What was it like when I first met her?
Yeah.
Reality versus virtuality, right? So I could have said virtual reality. What the fuck? But actually, let me not think on it too hard. So when I first seen her, I was like, she looking cute. Really? Then I started like thinking like, am I overdressed? Am I ready for this? I really only practice salsa like with a ghost in my house, which is not the same as a person.
Oh my God. Wait. Don't try to gloss over that. You dance with a ghost?
It wasn't really a ghost, but that's me being hyperbolic because
oh my God.
When I was rehearsing, I was doing steps that I remembered as well as shit I was looking at on YouTube. But I'm practicing them. I'm not leading a real person. It's just me.
So do you always see ghosts?
I mean, there wasn't a ghost in real life. It was just, I'm being hyperbolic. I'm exaggerating. But
so you chose to. Why would you even do the salsa dance? Like what made you do that?
For the longest. All right, check it out. Because she thinks it was to impress her, and I guess a lot of other people do too.
Yeah.
And maybe partially, but it was less about her, and it was actually more about my overconfidence because I did my dad did give us salsa lessons. My sister was our salsa partner back when we was kids, right?
Oh wow.
And then I have like dabbled into it once or twice. Growing into this age, but because I still like every now and then I'll hit the basics and I'll be like, I still got it, motherfucker.
So you didn't have it.
So I felt like I had that shit.
Nah.
And I felt wrong, apparently.
Nah, you did not have it. You did not have it. You did not have it. I was like, damn, he fumble. Like that whole date was just like a fumble. But here's the thing, like even though it was a fumble, it should have been a funny, cute, flirtatious fumble because and she turned it around to something complaining negative. And I got what you're saying. Maybe, you lost your ID, you know what I'm saying? You was a little bit late. She had a hill, but like the energy was just so, complain. Didn't like that.
And you got to watch it real carefully to catch it because I'm sure that they edited most of this out. Mm-hmm. But when it went wrong, it actually did turn into like a cute moment. Like she was giggling. We were talking shit to each other. She was like, I'm making you look good, right? When we started actually hitting the steps, when we started really hitting that shit, like we were bantering. She was giggling. It was a cool little time.
Wow.
But you only really catch like a whiff of her giggling. Because I rewatched the first episode too. So I seen it. I'm like,
talking about me, you was ready too.
I'm over here looking at the DiCaprio. I'm like, I'm glad. But yeah, so no, it was a moment like that. But then we got to the charcuterie board and it's like, now we talking. It was like one or two dry moments. For the most part, we did have a decent conversation, but also we outside. I know she don't like being outside. And a fly flew on the charcuterie board. You
making a lot of excuses for her, and I get it. But I don't because listen, I hear what you're saying that maybe like the editing kind of portrayed her to be, a little bit meaner than maybe what you think she is, right? But like, you can't fake. Like, why would you be upset that somebody didn't know how to use a wine screw? You know what I'm saying? Like this should be fun and like, you know what I'm saying? Just fun. I ain't like that. But listen, I guess, are y'all still together? Cause you're giving me protective vibes. Is she there with you?
No.
Is she holding a gun to your hip right now? We just can't see.
She's either in Chicago or Miami. She don't have a gun about. It's just, you know what? Because she's someone I care about. She's someone who I will get protective over, I guess.
And that's beautiful. And that makes me not like her even more because she don't just. Anyway, okay. So we touched on this a little bit, but Aaron, the other Aaron, he seemed to be very protective over you. And it kind of seemed endearing in the beginning, but then it became kind of weird. Like, especially like when your dad came to visit, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like pulled your dad to the side, well, not even to the side. He did it in front of everybody. Like, did you feel like it was genuine? Like he was really trying to like he saw you as a son and he saw you possibly making a mistake. Like, was it genuine, you think? Or was it like overkill?
At first, it felt like when older people do that thing where it's like, I was you once. So at that time, I'm writing it off. But then I realized it's I didn't know if it was so much him caring about me. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't.
Right.
I don't know if it was him caring about me so much as he was seeing me as himself, because Jodie reminded him of someone he dated a while ago and he hates that memory. And it triggered him. And that turned him into who he became on the show, specifically towards her. So it wasn't
he came for her. He came for her. Like in that kitchen when he was like, I ain't never liked you and nobody like you. I was like, calm down. He really went in. Like he really, really went in.
I actually hate that scene.
I know it was a bad scene. Now it was a bad scene, but because I'm really not a fan of Jodie, it's some. Now I don't want to talk bad about her because, I don't want you to get upset or get sad, but it's just something about her. Like, I just feel like I don't like just, and I guess what you're saying, maybe the editing didn't portray her as how you know her, but she just gave negative energy. And I just don't like that. I just don't like that. And then I feel like they edited the show to where she almost seemed so abusive towards you.
And it's crazy.
Mentally abusive towards you specifically.
Yeah, for the most part, I didn't really feel abused there. It was probably like 1 or 2 moments where I was like, nigga. But for the most part, we was cool. Like,
oh my God.
But you know what? I got a question though. When you're watching the show, right? Mm-hmm. How talkative do I seem?
Not very talkative.
I'm an extremely loquacious individual. I was never a quiet motherfucker in that house.
What I'm getting here is not what I was anticipating to get. You know what I'm saying? Like how you show up on the show is like timid, little boy. But here it's like, okay, grown man. Like I literally said to you in the beginning, I get now how you and Jodie was able to talk for 9 months. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, granted, I'm a little irritated sometimes.
Wow.
I'm not I can be a little passive too. Mm-hmm. If the moment feels like it's not the time for me to turn up.
Right.
But I'm gonna speak. Just like in that moment in the kitchen, I said more than just calm down. Like I actually treated the fuck out of him. And we was laughing about that shit for the rest of the week.
Damn. Yeah, man, editing is like crazy. My friend was on her own show and she was telling me that they edited her to look like a horrible person, and she was saying that they kept giving everybody on the cast like a bunch of alcohol. Did they do that to you? Give you a bunch of alcohol?
It's not that they gave us a bunch of alcohol.
They made it available.
It's that they gave us unrestricted access to having it, which isn't a problem for me because I don't drink.
Yeah.
Actually, let's say this: I barely drink. I didn't drink at the time. I barely drink now.
Is there a reason why you don't drink? Just don't prefer it.
All right, so you want the origins or you just want the now?
Give me a little bit of both.
All right, so when I was like 4 years old, my parents, young asses, come into they in the living room or the kitchen or some shit. They made me promise to never smoke or drink. And at the time, I took that shit real serious. Mm-hmm. Like I got to high school, they like, why don't you do it? And I told them that story. They're like, what? I was like, yeah.
Is that a real story?
So until I turned like maybe 26. I did not have alcohol in any shape or form. But then I was curious to know what it was like to be drunk. So then I tried it out and I was like, okay, I see I'm still not a drinker though. So at that point, it was just like, it wasn't for me. I think the time for it to be for me had already passed.
Wow. Do you have siblings?
4. Well, no, 3. I'm one of 4.
Older, younger?
One older sister. I call her my twin sister because we less than a full year apart, even though we have the 2 same parents.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But really, she's older. We just the same age for like a month or so. Oh. And then 2 younger brothers.
Damn, your family sounds wholesome to give you that. Like you sound wholesome and your dad looked wholesome. So I was just like, is he your only child? But I guess you're not. Because it's given wholesome. I vow not to drink, and then I only drunk until the tender age of 26.
Okay, I wasn't drinking. I was doing my own wild shit.
Oh my God.
Shit in my body.
Have you done drugs? Or should I not ask that since you might, your job? Ever in your life?
The same birthday that I decided to get drunk, we had a weekend long lingerie party. So Friday to Sunday, we was partying. Mm-hmm. I got drunk for the first time. I got high, smoked weed for the first time. Now, while I could not see the hype about alcohol necessarily, let me tell you.
Oh
I
my
God.
God.
Why y'all can't put this little I don't do that either.
Yeah.
It's still not a part of my daily life, but I understand.
Damn, 26 is almost 30 years old. That is so good. That's really dedication, child. Okay. Jodie's reaction, right, to you putting the beds together. Please tell me that the editing on that was off too, because that made me
yes
so mad.
No. Yes and no. So it didn't happen the way that they showed it happening. Mm-hmm. They juxtaposed a lot of different scenes. Okay. And they took the audio out from when I moved the beds together because she and I actually had a conversation. Well, I was talking and she was more like, but I didn't just move the motherfuckers together. Oh,
because that's what it looked like. It looked like you, because literally it looked like you was laying there. You say, you know what? It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm sitting here by myself and I'm going to just, while she's sleeping, I'm going to silently move the beds together and just, you know what I'm saying? Just lay there. So that's not what happened?
Never work. That would never. This girl is a light sleeper.
I was wondering, how would she stay asleep during all like move? I was like, when I saw that, I was like, how would she stay asleep? Because in the episode, it makes it look like she didn't know you were there until you tried to kiss her, like until you tried to aggressively kiss her on her forehead, and she went crazy.
I get it why they edited it that way, because it would make sense. And they only got like so much time in the episode, so I get it. That's just not what happened. And then she was mad about the moving the beds together thing, but not that night. She was mad about when I moved them together and pulled them back apart, because the guys were all like on my ass. They was like, "Man, that's soft. Woo, 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 woo." Tweaking for moving the beds back apart. We thought she was a man. I was like, I was a man for pulling back apart.
Oh my God.
I listened to y'all, and y'all pressured me to put them together in the first place. She overheard it. So now it's like, oh, the whole house in our business?
Right.
Nigga, you got me fucked up. So that's really why she was pressed. And then the next day, the kissing thing, together but separate, because I wasn't laying next to her when I did it, I don't think.
Right.
Pretty sure I got out the bed, because I went to go work out like every other morning.
Yeah.
I got out the bed and I saw her. She looked cute sleeping. So, you know what I'm saying? I tried kissing her forehead, and you know, she turned into the Grinch.
Oh my! Did she turn into the Grinch, or did she just
like being touched while she sleeps?
Listen, did she turn into the Grinch, or did she just wake up? Like, which one was it?
She had just woke up, but it was like, "What, nigga? What the fuck you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I am doing nothing. I'm going downstairs, man."
And see, the way they edited it, like even when you guys had that heart-to-heart conversation about, you know, her feeling like you got in the bed and, you know, didn't respect her boundaries, like they made it, and I don't know if they made it or if that's what it really was, but it just seemed like you were continuously and again taking the blame for just acting normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are there to get to know each other. You guys are there to, like, and again, I've never been abused, so I don't know, but if we are dating, you know what I'm saying? Or if we're like, you know, knowing each other for all this time, me cuddling you or kissing you on the forehead or being any kind of way of affectionate shouldn't be a conversation about boundaries, in my opinion. You know, it's just weird. That was just very weird to me.
You know what? Kissing on the forehead, no. Personally, it wouldn't bother me, but I don't have the same traumas and triggers, so I can't speak for her. What I can say, though, and what I haven't really disclosed to many other people, is, to be honest, I wasn't super pressed to move into the room with Jodie, and it has nothing to do with her. It's everything to do with me. I hate change. Yeah. I hate adjusting, and I have gotten to a rhythm and routine in the other room. She would have came in the other room. I would have preferred that, but Sandia already was in there with Chris. Yeah. So it was taken, and I was apparently farting up the room. So, oh my God, the gentlemanly thing to do was to go over there, but I didn't want to yet either. So you said normal, but for me, and probably for her too, it felt accelerated. And so it wasn't our level of normal.
So how long were y'all in the house?
I want to say like between 3 weeks and a month, but I'm leaning more towards a 3-week thing. Or a month. One of them is a while ago.
See, and that's where I get confused, because like talking and I guess chatting off and on for like almost a year, it just seems like, you know, y'all would be a little bit more accelerated because you've already kind of built that connection, and it seemed like y'all was FaceTiming, right?
We was on FaceTime. We was on Messenger and shit. Yeah. But something else, and I said this. I think I said they had me say it in episode 2 that I don't like a girl that's too clingy. That was for real.
Really?
My son's mother. Not saying that she is clingy. I don't want to put that on her either. We were in an 8-year relationship. Feel me? And that 8-year relationship started on a really accelerated level. Like we was probably after the first time we cracked, like first time we smashed, she started moving her stuff into my dorm. And it got to the point where we was around each other all the time.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
I've never lived alone until now. I have my own place now. Yeah. I never lived alone. Even when I got apartments, like we were still together. We never 8-year relationship. Damn. I was so fine with having a little bit of space while still dating somebody because of that. Because it's just like, ooh, somebody who will give me my space, but we can still like link when we link. I'm cool with that.
See that again, this is so interesting to hear, because like hearing what you're saying now, it matches what Jodie was saying in the house, but however you were edited, it didn't give what you're giving now. Like nothing is giving what you're giving now that was edited. Like they kind of did you a little bit dirty in the editing. Oh my God.
The fact that like somebody commented, I'm glad you finally spoke in the episode. I'm like, they finally kept something I said. Wow. Like
Damn.
Because don't get me wrong, I was probably more susceptible to accelerating the path we were on than Jodie was.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of me in there that wasn't portrayed to the public, and that's is what it is.
So you talk about editing and like what they left out. Were you in the kitchen when Alexis and that dude were fighting?
I was in the shower actually. So I'm in the shower and I heard some shit popping off, but I didn't know what I heard for sure.
Right.
So I come down, I get dressed real quick. I come downstairs and like everybody turned the fuck up, and I see Josh kind of like
eating. Wasn't he eating? He was eating.
One thing about it, I don't know what he eating. He got a unlimited supply of what the fuck to just get out of the bag. My bro was gonna eat 1 hour.
I was like, I literally said to my friend, I was like, you know what? Is he maybe homeless and like got on this show just to have a place to stay and food to eat?
Homeless. He just like to eat. He got to get money good. He just like to have some food.
He was eating like this was gonna be. His energy is that he was eating like that would have been his last few meals until this show. Like that's how it showed.
Like Josh was eating all the time. But I kept a snack on me too. I guess I just wasn't on camera eating. But I swear to God, it was always some chocolate of some sort or fruit or something like that in my pocket or in my hand. Like it's probably only a couple scenes where you see it. But the same way Josh always eating, I kept a snack on me. So I wasn't mad at my boy. I was like, true, it's free. Let's get it, bro.
So, like we're talking about editing as well. And boundaries kept coming up, like the conversation about boundaries, and it seemed like you guys were not moving at the other couple's space, or like, and it really showed on the show, like you guys were just didn't have any kind of connection, no kind of chemistry, like no compatibility, right? And it was a lot of it appeared to be because of like physical, because of like compatibility. So, and like physical touch, right? So like, how did you talk for 9 months and none of that came up? Like, her boundaries and like kind of understanding that she doesn't, because it seemed like it was a surprise to you. Like you seemed surprised by how she was acting. So how did that not come up for like 9 months?
The only surprise I would say was the forehead kiss thing, because I know she don't like being touched in her sleep. I didn't think waking you up it was included in that. So that was the thing.
That's the only surprise you think?
It was to me, but maybe I just was being thoughtless in the moment. Yeah, morning brain. But that was probably only. Other than that, though, I don't really recall being surprised. It was like moments where I was like, "Well, all right," but.
But I feel like it was like scenes where, because it was that one scene where you guys were like doing the feather and tying each other up, and you're like all the other couples are still kind of touching each other, and the way they edited it seemed like you were thinking, okay, well, the connection's not there. Like, why are we not touching? You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like that was surprising
afterwards.
to you.
Okay, afterwards. All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I only remember so much of that. Like, I remember our discussion before she tied me up, and I do remember speaking afterwards. But beyond that, I couldn't tell you. The way I was looking at it on TV, I'm like, damn, did it happen like that? I genuinely just don't remember that part like that.
And that y'all's show was filmed like a year or two ago?
Yeah.
So why was it just coming out this year?
That is so not an Aaron question.
That is so strange.
I might look like a boss, but I ain't they boss. So,
wow, the OWN network. So you guys are not having a reunion, right?
As far as I know of, there's no reunion.
Y'all need a reunion.
Not an official one. Like, I did try to link up with Chris when I went to Miami, but our schedules wasn't aligning like that. So that was dropped. Obviously, everybody. I just told you I saw Jodie like a day or two ago. But
so y'all aren't dating? Are y'all just friends?
Yeah, we're just cool though.
So why were you even around her? Like, what were you out there doing? Like, did you go to just visit her, or was it just like you were up there and y'all kind of ran into each other?
No, I really wanted to see her.
Really? How long did you see her for?
It wasn't that long. Just linked up, grabbed tacos, and then was on my way to the airport.
You flew to her to get tacos?
I ain't fly to her now. Hold on, I didn't go to Chicago for Jodie.
That's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying. So you flew?
There for my dad.
Oh.
However, it was my last day, and I remember because I was she's probably the only person who's seen it on my story and thought, "Oh, let's link up." Actually, I'm lying. There was a bunch of people. But she said, "Let's link." And so I'm absolutely down to see you. Like, sure.
Have y'all ever had sex yet?
Have
you guys had sex yet?
No. Yeah.
Do you think y'all gonna have sex, or is that's like just friends?
I mean, my mind doesn't have it as an impossibility, but I'm not Jodie, but also I'm not like actively pursuing it. So I think if it were to happen, it would just happen type shit. But this was my first time seeing her in a minute.
Damn.
So even to have had sex would have been impossible.
So if you like, I know you said that you kind of look back at previous episodes, like looking back at the episodes like recently, if you could have done anything differently, would you have done anything differently in the season?
If I could have done anything differently, it's difficult. After already getting to the house, right?
Yeah, after like in the house.
I'm already in the house, so what would I do differently?
You would have done nothing differently in the house?
You know, I
try to holler at Sienna.
I would have, just because I do kind of subscribe to the belief of everything happens the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, all right. I mean, it happened like that, but oops, oh well. Like, I don't know that I would, because the whole experience, it added to the experience of what we were there. Like, I don't know what type of butterfly effect would be set off from anything I would change. But even though it's certain moments that it's like, actually, there is something.
Okay.
There's one thing. I would have remembered to bring my cocoa butter back home after our date, because I didn't. And that night when I was running around the house, I know my knees was ashier than Mr. Brown on Medea's show. That's it, though.
That can't be it. Out of a whole season, out of bad editing, there's nothing that you would have did differently at all. Not one little thing.
Let's say, for argument's sake, that I did change something, right?
Okay.
Who's to say that y'all would even see the change? Me and the people in the house are probably the ones who know that I did it differently.
That's a very deep answer for a very not deep question. Like, that's ridiculous. So what have you been up to since the show aired? I mean, it seems like you said, the show aired like years ago, back in the 1990s. Like, what have you been up to since the show aired?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Dad shit. I've been working. In the first episode, I said I like writing scripts. I've been working on 2 different miniseries.
Nice.
One called Anxiety, where it's pretty much a show about my inner thoughts and just moments where I be overthinking. And then there's another one called Roomies, where it's like these 3 roommates trying to figure out. It's a guy who just got single, broke up with his girlfriend. These 2 girls, literally just trying to figure out how to not kill each other while they all live in the same house.
Oh my God.
I wrote them both to be comedies. I'm actually considering putting a sneak peek of one of them out soon.
Wow. Are you dating now?
Am I dating? Not seriously.
What does that mean?
Honest. So there's actually, I don't know if you know this, but there are a bunch of YouTube clips that are like not in the episodes of the show. It's like a little side story.
No.
And the last one, where it says the guys give a pep talk to Aaron after the breakup with Jodie, I talk about how the plan wasn't to even try anything serious at all, because I was trying to stay single till I was 30 and use this time to like grow, which I had been growing.
Oh, wow.
I did end up, because I was really interested in her. She impressed me. So I was trying to meet her in person.
Wow.
But because I had that same vision, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just stick to what I was doing before, which was growing and improving myself and working on my dreams, and maybe considering dating seriously again when I'm 30.
How old are you now?
29.
Oh. Huh. I think you like older women, because you're talking about, you like older women and you like dominant women.
You think I like older women?
I think you like older women, and I think you like dominant women, and I'm trying to understand why. Like, I wonder what's behind that.
I like older women. I
really?
think it's circumstantial. Sandia was the only other girl my age in the house. That's not the whole house.
I thought Sandia was in her 40s.
Sienna was in her 30s, bro. They fucked up her age for 2 episodes, but then they corrected it right before putting her off the show.
Oh.
But yeah, she wasn't. If she was in her 40s, the answer would have absolutely been her without having to think about it.
Right, because you like older women.
Man.
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Caught you right in caught you red-handed.
Like, would have meant she took care of herself.
Okay. I don't feel like she had the best body. Like, from looking at it seemed like Millie did.
Millie what?
Had the best body.
I won't say Millie had a bad body.
You think she had a better, or you think Sienna had a better body than her?
Honestly, they was probably really close.
Yeah.
As far as like they builds and how they were stacked, but they both have really nice bodies. It feels weird having this conversation right now, but yeah.
so let me ask you a little shady question. Who was the most like unattractive woman in the house to you?
You said what?
Who was the most unattractive woman in the house to you?
Most unattractive woman in the house to me?
And why? I want to see if you're going to say who I'm thinking. What's the answer?
Oh, I got to answer this.
Yes. You have somebody in mind, but you're just thinking of how to say it of it.
Not even that. It's just that because, like I said, some of them I really just saw as sisters. So like, I didn't look at them on an attraction scale.
That's a politician answer. Okay, whatever.
Wow,
whatever.
I'm running for president 2025.
Right.
So
look, make America great again. Would you do the online thing again? Like, would you meet somebody or date somebody without meeting them again? Would you ever do that?
Shit, I'm doing it right now.
Are you serious? So you didn't learn nothing?
I did learn something.
So are they older?
Meet her sooner than 9 months.
So 8 months, 8.5.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 8.5.
This will be on season 2. This will be on season 2. So here's a crazy question too. So why do you think there was like so much? I saw a lot on Reddit, like people questioning your sexuality. Like, are you straight? Like, do you just like women, or is there anything I guess that we don't know?
Your screen looked like it froze for a second, but yeah, I only like women. I'm strictly clipped.
Why do you think they that it came off? Like, why was that such a big question, do you think?
I would say it's because
the editing
and I had earrings in that dangled. I feel like
you
those
did have
two
the
things
earrings.
probably didn't go together. They like, no, this pretty nigga not wearing dangly earrings. Yeah, he gotta be gay. Like, I'm watching this show, I'm like, yo, I won't say nothing I did on the show looked a little sus.
Yeah.
But like, to me, even though they cut a lot of normal me out, I look still like a normal nigga.
Yeah.
Moments that I will say that's like, all right, y'all got me. My hips was a little hippie when we were off the dance, and I'll be all that.
You know who had the work? You and Aaron, not even you, but the other Aaron. His they like some of his angles looked like he had these huge woman type hips. It was weird, man. That editing will get you every single time, and there's nothing y'all can do once some contracts are signed.
Yeah, like it's not under my control, but yeah, I definitely think it was more than. I feel like if I did all the shit the same way, and I didn't have those earrings, it probably wouldn't have been that way. But I don't know. I'm not people.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like that's kind of what comes like with being on, like just being out for people to judge. Like it's been very eye-opening because people are mean. People will say anything in the comments, man. Like I totally get why there's so many like, and I'm not even no big person, but even in my comments, like if you say something or do something that people don't like, people can be crazy. I understand why celebrities be losing their mind, and it's just horrible.
I actually prefer to say things people don't like. Also, I'm gonna stop snacking because now my beard smells like chocolate. But I prefer to say shit that people don't like. So like, I used to have a Facebook page named Aaron Mack. I deleted it right before the show though. I used to say the most outlandish shit, like literally just to get a reaction out of people.
Really?
It's so when you agree with people, like I just feel like shit just gets boring. It's typical.
Yeah.
Revolutions never started from everybody agreeing.
You're right.
And people are not gonna like it.
You're right about that. So I have one more question, but then I thought of another one, so don't kill me.
Okay.
How did you find out about this show? Like, did they find you, or did you apply for it? Like, how did you find out about the show?
Actually, one of my homeboys, he was describing the premise of the show. He's like, "Hey, bro," and he's actually also my agent as well. He got me.
Okay.
He did a couple other things. No, he really been giving me some money. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
But he was applying for the show, and he was telling me the premise. I was like, "Nigga, I got an Instagram, babe."
Damn.
Like, bro, I'm gonna just send you the application, bro. And so they ended up seeing me and Jodie's pictures here in our story. They was like, "Yeah,
that is so
and I was
cool.
like, "Hell yeah."
Did you meet Oprah?
Nope.
Oh, that sucks.
Never got to be insane. Honestly, the way I was running naked through that mansion, I don't even think she wanted me.
Oh my God. I'm like, and see, when you ran naked, I was like, that's somebody I could party with because they seem like they'll have fun, man. They seem like they will have fun. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you who we didn't talk about was Diamond, and she seemed very, very, very messy. Was she that messy or was it editing?
So here's what I gotta say, because I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of the moments where it looked like Diamond's being messy on the show, she's not really around me most of those times. My experience with Diamond while I was there was she used to cook me breakfast sometimes.
Why?
She was real. I don't know. She was just cooking breakfast, and my hungry ass coming like, "Hey, fuck with a real nigga."
Oh, okay,
like, real niggas fuck with.
So she didn't cook you breakfast. She cooked breakfast, and you took the breakfast.
hey, you got your version. I got my version. Shit, me was eating, right? Yeah. So like, and then every now and then she'll talk to me about Jodie. She'll be like, "Yeah, I be seeing you trying to love on her, but who was not reciprocated." Like she had her opinions, but she never ever did anything to me. But I did see that she had smoke with a lot of the girls. Yeah. So a lot of what I'm seeing with Diamond, like actually seeing for the first time is on camera. There's certain things, of course, that I was privy to while I was in the house, but most of it, you know what I'm saying, I might be hearing that Diamond's doing some shit, but for the most part, it's like, no, but that shit in the kitchen though. Yeah. That wasn't my favorite moment for sure.
Yeah. I feel like just people for some reason didn't like Jodie. I feel like they kind of, the more they didn't like Jodie, I feel like the more they gravitated towards you and they felt like they wanted to protect you. That's kind of how it came off. I feel like they really didn't like Jodie. They really didn't like the way it appeared Jodie was treating you. And it's like they were really like, that's really a good thing. They felt for some reason to be protective over you, which is really good, you know?
I think when gears first shifted and Jodie and I started becoming closer to the spotlight, with like how our relationship dynamic was going to be portrayed, I definitely started to see a shift in comments from this nigga gay to why she treating this nigga like that? Right. So I did see that shit, but I honestly try to stay out of comments so much because I have a nice ego, but at the same time, it's not unshatterable.
Right. Right. It seems strong as hell because I feel like I'm like, damn, like I know she was older than you, but it really showed like, damn, he's being so patient. He's being so mature. Like, and I think again, that is why it made people not like Jodie because it's like, damn, like this attractive black man is being treated like shit to the viewer. And even though he's being treated like that, he's not getting aggressive. He's being patient. He's blaming himself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the more that you were nice, the more it made people like not like Jodie. You know what I'm saying? And I got where Aaron, you know, Daddy Aaron was coming from, you know? Because I mean, I felt like they felt protective. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy Aaron is crazy.
Aaron. Were you surprised that like none of the couples lasted, including y'all? Like, were you surprised?
Us not lasting wasn't a surprise, only because in the house everything felt so hot and cold. Like there were moments where I really felt like I was on. Like, yeah, we here. There were moments where I was like, what happened? Right. So like us not lasting, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't that crazy. But I also knew that we would still be connected later on.
Were you surprised that the others didn't last?
I was surprised about Aaron and Diamond for sure. I did not expect for her to be crying on her checkup.
I know.
I was surprised about Josh and Shay, not on the episode, but when I saw it unfold in real life, because I saw that happen in real time.
Are you serious?
Y'all weren't following us. Y'all didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
I saw when he kept posting like RIP about all his people.
Yeah.
And then when she said certain things on her story where it's like, okay, I know she's talking about him.
Damn.
And so like them not being together by the time the checkup happened, like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was still surprised because they was like this, and I'm like, damn, what happened? I'm glad they cool again now.
Oh, that's good. Are they dating or they're just cool?
I genuinely do not know.
She should have to give back that Value City card, that gift card, because that was the first thing I thought about when, like, she got a Value City gift card on like one of the last episodes. I feel like she won that, and then on the follow up episode, they don't even live together. I'm like, give somebody else that give me or give somebody else that Value City.
They was planning to go together, but shit, niggas was dying, and other shit was going on. Like I don't think she should have gave it back personally because one, she won that shit fair and square.
Well, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Motherfuckers need furniture.
That's true, because Value City have some good prices. I don't know. I feel like that's no excuse, because even if somebody, like, if y'all together, if me and you are together and I have death in the family, that's not an excuse for me to, like, cheat on you, because he was saying that he was still dating other people. So he don't get no pass for that, because he was still dating.
He actually just said that to piss her off. He wasn't dating nobody else at that time, but he was trying to get under her skin, and maybe that's not the best way to go about it.
No, it's so immature.
At the same time, when you grieve and people do strange things, So like,
and that was
my
sad.
nigga was hurt. I think not only was he hurt by his people dying, but he was hurt by the way he saw her reacting, because he wasn't expecting that.
Damn.
So it's like, everybody got emotions. Something gonna snap.
Yeah, damn. That really was sad. I think they were the most surprising, because I thought that they would make it, but then I also thought that Aaron and Diamond would make it, because they were engaged. It's crazy. It's crazy how everybody just kind of changed. But listen, thank you so much for coming on the episode. Are you working on anything now? Where can we find you? Talk to me. Like what's going on?
Yeah. So I'm like I said, those 2 miniseries. Yep. Definitely working on those. I'm gonna preview one of those, and also preview a music video really soon on my Instagram. That's that's Aaron Mack. Like, you ghetto, you see me in the store, like, hey, that's Aaron Mack. A lot of people are actually doing now.
Oh my god.
Aside from the miniseries and one music and the 2 music videos I got, that one of them might get previewed, I also am working on like a new R&B-ish kind of mixtape. Okay. So
what's R&B-ish?
Look out for that also. R&B-ish, because it don't feel R&B to me, but I am doing a lot of singing on it.
Okay.
You know what? If you promise you won't show nobody, I might send you something in your email.
Well, if I can't show anybody,
you can't show nobody.
I won't show anybody. Send it to me. Send it to my email. So I heard you rap. I didn't hear you sing.
2 of the songs.
I didn't hear you sing. I only heard you rap.
They actually, so when Neek got mad at Lex, it wasn't just because of Greg Shorts. It was partially because I was singing to her. Before I rapped, I sang. That's what actually brought everybody in the room.
Oh my god!
They were like, "Who the fuck is singing?" And then I had to socialize that in the house. So it's like, "Oh, it's this quiet nigga with the dangling singing." And then I rapped. So then that came up when they was arguing when I came downstairs too. It was like, you got niggas serenading you and shit.
Oh wow! I hate it.
On his page, like,
damn. Yeah, send that to me afterwards. I'll hear it and I'll give you my feedback. But listen, Aaron, tell the listeners, tell the viewers again where they can find you on all your social platforms.
Bet. So follow me on Instagram at that's Aaron Mack, AYE. That's Aaron Mack. All that spelled regularly. None of that weird shit. Follow me on TikTok at Aaron Mack Music. Aaron Mack Music is also my YouTube. Those are the only ones that matter for real.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you, Aaron, so much for gracing the podcast with your questions. It was so great talking to you, because I feel like who I talk to now, like, I don't know, like, they did not portray you that way on the show. Like, it's crazy. But I hope to see you on TV again. But make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow Aaron, and I will see you in the next episode.